Good morning,
Hi,
ma'am.
good morning, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail.
Commentary. Buckle up, guys. Today we're diving into a courtroom drama that highlights the severe repercussions of driving while intoxicated. As the judge lays out the potential 6 months in jail and hefty fines, you can feel the weight of the charges pressing down on Miss Morales. This isn't just a traffic ticket, it's a life-altering moment that sets the stage for a gripping legal battle.
And/or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Okay. On July 27th, 2024, at about 9:20 p.m., officers arrived on scene and observed two vehicles that had been involved in an accident. The witness stated she had been stopped at the light when she had been struck by the defendant's car. The witness stated she saw the defendant to be the driver of the car that struck her. The defendant stated she had been downtown and was on her way home. She admitted to having one beer. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted. A 6 out of 6 was recorded on the HGN, a 7 out of 8 on the walk and turns.
Commentary. The tension mounts as the prosecutor recounts the accident scene, painting a picture of Miss Morales behind the wheel after admitting to having just one beer. But hold on, the breathalyzer results tell a different story, with readings more than double the legal limit. Yet, the judge isn't convinced, questioning if there's enough evidence beyond those numbers to proceed. The suspense is palpable as we wait for the ruling.
A 3 out of 4 on the one-legged stand. The DIC was read and the defendant considered to a breath test. The first result was 0.175 and the second result was 0.181.
All you said is there's an accident and she had missed one beer. Was there any slurred speech, bloodshot eyes, odor of alcohol?
Sure. Didn't summary of it. It looks like we just have the car crash and the admission.
Judge, can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I'm down Galveston. Yes, sir. I'm here on Miss Morales.
Yeah. She's actually right in front of me right now, Michael.
I see it. Perfect. That's why I jumped on.
Have you heard PC yet?
No, sir.
All right. Do you mind reading it one more time?
Absolutely, Your Honor. On July 27th, 2024, at about 9:20 p.m., officers arrived on scene and observed two vehicles that had been involved in an accident. The witness stated she had been stopped at the light when she had been struck by the defendant's car.
The short answer.
The witness stated she saw the defendant to be the driver of the car that struck her. The defendant stated she had been downtown and was on her way home. She admitted to having one beer. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted. A 6 out of 6 was recorded on the HGN, a 7 out of 8 on the walk and turn, a 3 out of 4 on the one-legged stand. The DIC was read.
Commentary. In a surprising twist, the judge tosses out the case, ruling there's no probable cause to charge Miss Morales despite the alarming breathalyzer results. It's a curveball that reminds us probable cause isn't about guilt but whether there's sufficient evidence to move forward. The judge's decision underscores the importance of thorough investigations and not relying solely on one piece of evidence.
And a breath test was given for the first result of 0.175 and a second result of 0.181.
I didn't hear anything about any kind of slurred speech, odor of alcohol, bloodshot eyes. I didn't hear any of that, Michael. So I'm just finding no probable cause.
Okay.
You know, Miss Morales, we have enough destruction on our streets, enough death from DWIs every single day. You know.
Commentary. The judge delivers a powerful message on the perils of DWI, urging Miss Morales and viewers alike to think twice before getting behind the wheel after drinking. With raw emotion, he pleads for responsible choices, emphasizing that a simple call for an Uber could prevent tragedies. It's a sobering reminder that personal decisions have far-reaching consequences, not just for individuals but for society as a whole.
Just don't kill someone, please. If you're gonna drink, if you want to have 15 beers, 32 shots tequila, one button on your phone, $40 with an Uber will get you anywhere you want to go. Use it.
Sir.
Please.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge. I'll talk to you later.
Thanks, man.
Take care.
Not happy.
Yes, sir.
I'm not happy with you, man. You now,
There's someone who picked up the PCS in felony court and they ended up dismissing it.
right, you're on probation in our court. A motion to revoke has been filed because testing positive. Oh, she picked up a criminal case. You picked up a PCS. Failing to blow in your device, failing to participate in program. So for now, I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box. Do you have a lawyer here today?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm going to appoint your lawyer today, and then we're going to talk about how we go forward. Take a
Thank
seat
you, sir.
in the jury box. You're not allowed to leave. Please.
Your Honor, so the state has filed a motion to revoke community supervision on Ms. Gonzalez. I just spoke to Ms. Gonzalez about each of these, and so I'd like to be able to respond to them before the court if possible. Sure. Well, I would ask them to start with their motion though, actually.
So here's the deal.
Yes, Your Honor.
I have a lot of history with Miss Gonzalez, a ton of history you don't know about. And we've gone round and round with her testing positive for alcohol, pills, meth, cocaine, alcohol, and it's literally been over and over, and it's been over. And now while she's on this probation, she tests positive for meth.
The night she tested positive for amphetamines, meth, and opiates, and on the March 5th, she tested positive for THC. She's also had skips on her device 12 in February, 5 in January, 8 in December.
So I really think, and I warned her at the outset when she got on the probation that it was a problem, that I was going to put her in treatment. And I think that this is truly the only appropriate way to go forward because we gave her the opportunity.
Commentary. The spotlight shifts to Miss Gonzalez, whose repeated violations while on community supervision have landed her back in court. As the prosecutor lists off her infractions, from failed drug tests to skipping mandatory programs, it's clear that this isn't her first rodeo. The judge appoints her a lawyer, setting the stage for a discussion on her future in the justice system. Will she get another chance, or has she pushed her luck too far?
To do this on her own, and we multiple times, and it's just not happening.
I have signed up for treatment, sir.
Ours is better. And I think that that's really the only appropriate course of action. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to amend your conditions to go into treatment. I think that that's, the evaluation is to do HUA.
Yes. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
In terms of the treatment, Your Honor, is it that you are wanting it to be jail-based treatment or could it be facility?
I usually,
It's too late. When we're open ourselves to Tascasita, it's a 3 to 6 month program based on how to respond.
Your Honor, I have my father at home by himself, Your Honor,
gave you the opportunity, ma'am.
May I speak to you
Not gonna-
openly? Just for a second, Your Honor?
No, I've heard it before. You've told it to me time and again, and I've heard it time and again. And I'm sorry, but we gave you the opportunity. You're testing positive for these.
Please.
So, Your Honor, I think when I spoke to her before, the only thing that we were talking about in terms of possible failed drug tests was a test that I showed from last month for marijuana. And so her explanation for that, Your Honor, is that she has broken her arm in 2 different places.
Yes.
And pain management issues. Until we were here now, I'm only hearing about these other things. The only reason I bring it up, Your Honor, is because if she is having some type of issue with substances, I support treatment. I just question whether the jail-based treatment is the only possible option. Like, could she go into custody and be transferred from there into a facility where she has to be inpatient for 120 days or however many days you're requiring? Does it just have to be who? I guess is what I'm asking.
Here's the thing. Every time that I've done a TRAS on someone and have deviated from it, we've paid for it dearly. They've either picked up a new DWI, a felony, and I really take homage in the TRASs because I tell you, every time we deviate from it and I acquiesce to something that you guys want or defense wants, we pay for it dearly and they end up in a worse position. And so that's why this has been an ongoing battle for 2 years. We've had an ongoing battle with Ms. Gonzalez.
Commentary. The prosecutor lays out a damning history of Miss Gonzalez's struggles with substance abuse, making a compelling case for revoking her probation. Despite her pleas for leniency due to family hardships, the judge stands firm, mandating treatment as the only viable option left. It's a tough call that balances compassion with the need to protect public safety. As Miss Gonzalez faces the reality of her situation, we're left wondering if this intervention will finally set her on the right path.